So guys, like I said, it's weekend, and it's necessary we do what we analyze our charts based on what we did over the week. um, if you have been following me you probably must have seen the video where I advised that it's very important that every weekend, okay, you visit your chart and look at the, especially if you made losses, okay, look at the areas where you faulted and learn from your mistakes. Nobody is bigger than the market. Nobody is bigger than the market. So learn from your mistakes. It's very, very important, guys. And if you made wins, congratulations to you, especially those that followed me, who traded with me over the week. Of course, you know what we made. We don't talk too much. Action speaks louder, right? So if you have not been following my channel, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, okay, like this video and share it to others. Because the situation at which we are now, it's very important that you learn how to trade forex. Not just learning how to trade forex, but learn how to trade forex professionally. Like I always say, forex is not gambling, guys. Forex is never gambling. Forex is a skill, and as such you must take it as a profession. Yes, if I may say, take it as your own personal business. Just the way you treat your business out there is the way you treat forex. You need to understand what it means, or what it will take for you to start making money in dollars. So guys, over the week I traded on GBPUSD. For those of you who followed me, you of course know that we made some money from GU. And how did this happen? First of all, like I told you, before you come into your trade, make sure you have your journal, okay, and also make sure you do your top-down analysis. So firstly, we went to the monthly time frame, and of course we saw what was happening in the monthly time frame. So as you can see, I'm on this chart. Now I was only waiting for price to get to this level of resistance, okay. Here we're waiting for price to get to this particular level of resistance. I mean, on this level, which price did, right? Price got here, but something happened when price got here. Now if you check the monthly time frame, okay, let me take you to the monthly and probably the weekly time frame. Now let's look at the weekly time frame. Now if you look at the weekly time frame, you would believe me that price got to this level, okay. I mean this particular level. I think I should zoom it in so you see it properly. Now price got to this level sometime in June 2025, on a Monday in June 2025. That was when price got to this level. That was last year, right? And now we were looking at this trade, okay. We were looking at this trade, hopefully knowing that when price gets to this particular point, okay, to this particular point, let me put it here. Yeah, so we were hoping that when price gets to this part, because we had a reversal before, we were hoping to see a reversal here, okay, immediately, right? But now then again, when price got here, okay, I was already on my sell limit here, and this was what happened in 15 minutes. Let's go to 15 minutes and see what happened there, right? So in 15 minutes, so hold on a bit. Yeah, so this was where we had price, coming to, we're expecting the reversal here, okay, at this particular point, right? We're expecting a reversal at 1.37845, okay, and here I had already set in my entry for a long position, for a short position rather. Take a shot, you put your entry here, okay, and I had it down to even this level, right? I had to set my stop loss, yeah, not more than 15. Okay, we're on 15 pips now, guys. I was sure of this trade. Right now, when price got to this level, okay, we had price coming down to this level, right? And what happened here? Price went back, okay, forming a double top here, resistance. Okay, now I was still sure that the sell was going to come down. Now what happened was the sell came to this point and didn't take this low away. Okay, I was expecting that this low will be taken away by this guy. Okay, but price did not take the low away. Okay, what price did was price got to this level, and when price got to this level and went back to this particular point, I knew there was a problem. And not just that, okay, fine, I was expecting that, fine, of course we could have a major resistance point where price will fall back and take this particular low. I was actually looking at price taking this particular low away, this guy. Okay, so when price got here, when price got to this point, price started ranging. That was when I knew there was a problem. I knew price wanted to do a liquidity sweep, so I had to exit the trade at the point. And what happened next? You can see that what happened here was price did a liquidity sweep to this particular point. Okay, so price got to this point, okay, to take people's stop loss. Okay, and what price did was price started reversing back downward. And don't forget that we were looking at this low, right? So what I did was I said, okay, the only way I would get into this trade is for this particular low to be taken away. Having seen that price got to this level and reversed. Okay, having seen that price got to this particular level and reversed. Okay, so we were looking at price taking this low away. I think we should change the color of this guy. So good, to red. So we're looking at price taking, this low, okay, this particular low, and retest it, okay, and retest this particular point before we can now jump into the trade. So as you can see, we're looking at this particular point, okay. Okay, so price got here, right? Price got to this point, and what happened? Let's see what happened there. So when price did all its shenanigans here, okay, gave us a new high here, okay, price started dancing, came back and retested where it broke, initially, okay, because it broke this particular high, gave us a new high, price had to come down, retest it. I was just watching if we're going to have a new high, but no, price started doing what, ranging at this point, then broke down to the level at which we were expecting price to do what, to break, but nothing happened. Price now went further, gave us a double bottom here, as you can see. Okay, price gave us a double bottom at this point and then went up again. Okay, went up again, and I was watching, when I saw this particular formation, okay, when I saw this head and shoulder formation, okay, this head here and the two shoulder formation, I knew that we were in for a sell. Good. So you can see, okay, if you have not read about your candlestick pattern, please go and read about it. It's very important you do read about it, right? So you would always know when price is making a major reversal. It's very important. So we have the head here and we have the two shoulders here. Okay, we have the head here and we have the two shoulders here, and you can see price broke down to this level, right? Went up again, okay, came down again to this particular level. But remember that we are looking for a retest. Price needs to break this guy and retest it before we get into the trade. So what price did was price got down here, retested here, but this retest was not strong enough, and so price went again, had a liquidity sweep here, two people stop loss, then finally came down and broke this particular point, right? Broke this particular point, and then at this point I had to enter the trade. Okay, when I saw that price had broken this point and did what? Did a retest here. Okay, did a retest here. You can see the retest clearly. Okay, price broke this low it formed. Okay, and retested. Okay, so most times when price breaks the last low, okay, and please wait for a retest, wait for a pullback before you get into the trade. So we had a low here, lower high here, lower low, we came down, had another lower high, had another lower low, right? Had a lower high, a lower low, until price got here. Now at this point I did what? I had to exit the trade. At this point I made some good money and I had to exit the trade. So good. So now you can see what happened at this particular point. This is my point of concern, where price gave us a new high, did a liquidity sweep here. Okay, at this point got to this level and started coming down. So it's very important that most times when you see that price has been trying to test a particular point, okay, and probably ranged at that point, please do what? Do well to exit the trade. Do well to exit the trade, and make sure you always wait for price to come down and take the last low it has formed. As you can see, price formed this guy as our last low, right? This was our last low here. Okay, here, this point, and price did what? Price broke it away, came back and retested it, and then came down to this point. You can see the market closed at this particular point. Okay, at this particular price level. Now we'll be looking at what will happen within the week in our next video, right? We'll be looking at what will be happening within the week in our next video. So guys, I'll be cutting this video because it's already getting too long. So let's look at what will happen within the week. Okay, the first week in February 2026. Guys, follow me, subscribe, and let's see how we can make money together. So over to the next video, guys. Let's see what will happen. Cheers.